Thanks, Craig. And my wonderful guest extraordinaire is Ayo. We love this man. Ooh, what a handshake. Ah, what a handshake. You guys should feel that handshake. Excellent handshake. Tell me, you're a video artist.
Yes,
What's a video artist? How'd you get into it?
I got into video art probably about 8 years ago. Basically, video art is making art with video, as the name implies. But my focus is really concentrated on deconstruction, recontextualization, and presentation of video, and sort of breaking it apart and smashing elements together, producing new ideas from that.
That's so cool. Where'd you come up with that idea?
I love Derrida, I love deconstruction, I love postmodernist theory. So for me, this was a great way to sort of express that. And I love films. So it's sort of taking my postmodernist ideas and deconstructed ideas on deconstruction and applying it to film and video.
Oh. And tell me, what's changed over the years?
I think in the past, my work has been about editing, focusing on editing. Now I'm sort of focusing on focusing on noise and distortion, and sort of transferring that idea of noise and distortion into the physical world. So creating machines that sort of read video and turn it into motion or turn it into something else.
That's so fascinating. Yeah. It's like, wow, the wave of the future is here. Ayo is here. I think so. I think the rest of the world does too. You've traveled to so many countries. How many have you been to?
The last count now is 35. This year I did two extra countries, so the last count is 35, and I've lived in 4 countries.
And you speak 5 languages?
No, I speak I think four languages, yes.
Well, 4, wow, yeah. I'm impressed. That's a lot.
Not fluently, but, you know, enough to get by.
Still, yeah. Wow. Japanese is one of them, I hear.
Japanese is one of them, yes.
Amazing.
I could hold a half-hour conversation in Japanese. I'm proud of that.
Wow, that's great. And tell me about the future. What are you going to do?
I think the future for my work now is sort of documenting artists. I've been documenting artists for a number of years, and recently I got invited to Helsinki to document artists over there. So I was conducting interviews with contemporary artists in Helsinki.
Wow, yeah. Finland, here we go.
Finland is great.
And our friend Steve is, look, magic of video.
Yeah, so I went to the
pictures.
different museums in Finland. Did interviews with artists. It was great. It was amazing. I met the foreign minister.
How'd you do that?
Basically, the city of Helsinki invited me over, and it's a cultural exchange that they wanted between Washington D.C. and
there he
the
is
city
right
of Helsinki.
now.
Yes,
So
that's
yeah.
me and the
you and the crew.
Exactly. There were 12 individuals from Washington that were invited over to Finland.
That is amazing. How long were you there for?
I was there for a week, and it was amazing. I even took in the sauna.
Wow.
So hot sauna and then jump into the frigid water.
And how was that?
It was amazing, amazing, amazing.
You were so cool, so brave.
Yeah.
And you have an event coming up at the Finnish embassy where we could see more of your work. I love that.
Yes,
So
cool.
cool.
These are just images of my trip to Finland. At the Embassy of Finland on the 13th, I'm going to be showing the works that I created while I was over there, the interviews with artists, and the video landscape of Helsinki.
And can anyone go?
Anybody can go.
Anyone in Arlington? Anybody who's watching this
anywhere.
on YouTube?
Anyone, anywhere could go. They have to go to my website and RSVP from there. And the caveat is the first 180 people would get in free. Yes.
So sign up now. What's that website?
It's dissidentdisplay.com.
One more time.
Dissidentdisplay.com.
And you also went to Mexico, right?
I went to Mexico as well with Maida Withers and Steve Hemley. We're doing a project called End of the World, where Maida does live dance performance, Steve does video, and Steve does music and I do video. So it's an interpretation of the end of the world as we know it, basically.
How interesting. Yeah. And I see some of the pictures up
yeah.
right now.
Great, amazing imagery. And it's a live performance, so everything is being edited in real time.
Wow. And you're going to be in DC Modern Luxury Museum, not museum, the magazine.
Yes.
Yeah, help me.
Yes, they did an article on video artists in Washington, D.C., and so think John Bowen, Robin Bell, and Dissident Display, the company that I'm a part of. So I'm not sure when that's going to be featured, but it's coming out soon.
You
so
have a
everybody
lot
should
of
take
stuff.
a look at that. Yes.
And then you have a trip to Utah coming up?
I have a trip to Utah. Maida and I and Steve are continuing the Farewell Project at Earthfest in Kanab in Utah, and that's towards the end of May.
And we're getting the wrap up, unfortunately. Ayo, thank you. It's always a pleasure.
Thank
you
so
do
much.
great. Oh my God, fantastic work, and it's great to have you on.
Come to the Embassy of Finland. See the work.
Yes, come to the Embassy of Finland.
On the 13th.
Come meet Ayo. He is like #1. Have him shake your hand. It's great. Now back to the desk. Check out his.
All right, thanks, Pia. And Ayo, visual artist, interesting stuff.
His work is fascinating.
And it is, if you're ever in Finland, check it out over there at the embassy. So thanks, Pia and Ayo. Glad to have you here. And before we go, we'd like to remind you that this edition of the Arlington Weekly News will be posted on YouTube. Are you ready? YouTube.
YouTube.
Just go to www.youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News, all one word, and you'll find us there. You can look at us now on your laptop. Amazing.
It might not be a good thing, though, for us.
Hey, you never know. But that's it. So thanks, Rich. Thanks, crew. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Cheerio.
And we'll see you next week for another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Have a good week. Bye-bye.